If you heard about him, Bernini, yeah? Bernini. Bernini, the French, is the one who designed also the sinking boat at the Spanish Steps. That Tagliero Square Central Bell Fountain looks like a sinking boat. It was designed by him when he was only 15 years old. Huh? But just to give you an idea, often people ask me what did this place look like back to 2,000 years ago. Obviously there was no church, no Vatican. Let me tell you, this was an area mostly inhabited by slaves and prisoners who belonged to those foreign religions such as Christianity and Judaism. And there were also cemeteries in here. Yes, because back to then there was a Roman law which forbade burials within the city walls. For actually Christian cemeteries were all placed outside. And in the original ancient city limits and at the right riverbank, we're on the left side, okay? But back in the 1st century AD, one of the first Roman emperors, Caligula, built, got some pictures to show you, bless you, built a huge, vast stadium. It was such a big complex because consider that it occupied the space presently covered by the length of the Basilica in the left arm of St. Peter's Colony. That's the so-called Caligula Circus. You should have so. Oh yeah, felt unworthy, died the same way as Jesus did, facing the sky, and then he was obviously buried in a nearby cemetery, which is below the church. So imagine that since the early days, Peter's burial place became a sort of shrine venerated by the Christians, and obviously soon afterwards a church was on top of Peter's tomb. In the 4th century, the so-called Constantinian Basilica, named after that great early 4th century Roman emperor legalized the Christian faith, Constantine. Consider that means that St. Peter's flag, this is the new one. But the first basilica stood for over 1,000 years, but then inevitably after so many centuries, more than 10th century, its foundations are this is the former 4th century Basilica of St. Peter's, the Constantinian Basilica.
Hello everyone, guess where am I? Okay, this is the last destination of our trip to Europe. Okay, where am I? In St. Peter's Square Basilica. Oh my goodness. If you hear this one, this is for, you know, what we're waiting for is just like this is where, okay, this is where the Pope is, right? You can find the Pope here, but I don't know if we have a chance to see him, but I don't know, we have a tour, guided tour today, so let's see if we can maybe let's see. What we can see here is this St. Peter, or just like St. Peter like Basilica, okay? Oh, very nice, lots of people.
Wearing their traditional Renaissance style uniform.
Do they rotate through that?
The shift every 2 hours. Well, it's possibly the most important one, at least on a spiritual basis. That's the famous Holy Door. Holy Door. It's not simply but it's also bricked up. The bricks behind it. This is an only book by Pope Notes with a silver hammer on a specific event which occurs every 25 years during the Church Jubilee year. In the year 2000 was John Paul II, the Polish Pope, near Finland, and the last two, nothing. It'll be reopened soon in 2025. During the Jubilee year, there was a wider He was beheaded. As a Roman citizen, he was spared a shameful death by being crucified. And that depicts the martyrdom of St. Peter, as you can see upside down, as I told you before. What I find particularly important in this second square panels there's a few elements you see below. There's a pyramid in two of the buildings. Yes, because until 500 years ago there was a pyramid right at St. Peter's Square. So that proves that somehow that event occurred right here, even if it's still debatable, as I've said, because Peter agreed to one another. Even more important than those panels are those tribes that kind of tell the event of that year. We're talking about mid-15th century, okay? The Turks were invading, besieging Constantinople, actual Istanbul. The Pope at the time, Eugene, tried to organize a crusade against the Turks, but something went wrong, and many times the Turks got in and we lost it forever. That's one of those elements that often goes past us unnoticed. I don't know why, because have a look at that red disc, red porphyry. Red porphyry was the most precious stone back to ancient Roman times. First, because it's so rare, it was acquired in the Egyptian desert, but also because it's the color of imperialship. All emperors wanted to have their special things made of that. Actually, the first this marble disc belonged to the former 4th century Basilica of St. Peter's. Indeed, it was close to the high altar. It was built there in the 16th century. But on that very disc, on that very one, Charlemagne knelt to be crowned Holy Roman Emperor in the year 800 It's a very important place. This is the ancient Michelangelo episode. But originally, he left it inside as
The only piece he ever signed.
queue up to touch St. Peter's tombs, almost worn away. See, have a look at that. It's right one. This is yes, St. Peter's in the Act of Blessing. Actually, it was cast by 13th century Italian artist. Though it's thought to be a pagan statue, possibly Jupiter, adopted to the Christian use. The head was surely cast by that 13th century artist, but the rest of his body possibly possibly an old pagan statue. I mean, that's how it was been like this. They always been reusing ancient. We now reach the most important area. That's the only a can say mass, which is 27. Which is 27 feet above Peter's burial place, which is below. Double inner marble of the staircase that gets into the inner sanctum of Peter's bar. And have a look at this bronze canopy. Almost 100 feet high canopy, 100 feet, you know what I'm saying? Almost 30 meters, I think, huh? I tell you the kind of dimensions are 400 tons bronze canopy. Cast by, guess, Bernini, the same guy who designed St. Peter's Square, the sinking boat at the Spanish Steps. He was in his 30s when he cast that. Dear friends, 400 tons bronze canopy, and the question is, where did he get all that bronze needed for? Have you been to the Pantheon? Well, originally the Pantheon wasn't like that too. It was veneered with bronze tiles. Some 450 years ago, Bernini reached the Pantheon, stripped it from its original tiles, melted down, and eventually could cast this thing, which prompted the popular saying quip in Latin, quod num fecerunt barbari, fecerunt barbarini, which translated means what the barbarians didn't do in the 6th century, indeed, when they invaded, looted the city of Rome. The 17th century family approached barbarini did. Up above, you see, around the base of the dome, there's a Latin inscription. Those are the words that Jesus commands the people as quoted in the Gospel. Thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and give thee the keys and the kingdom. Oh, what else? As you can see, the four mosaic roundels, I don't know how you call them in English, huh? Those are the four evangelists, Matthew, Luke, John. Have a look at Matthew. He's writing with a pen on a diary. You see the pen? The French pen is almost 6 feet long. 6 feet long. Well, that's St. Helen, Constantine's mother, the one who did their best. Constantine is the one who legalized the Christian faith. She's the one who did their best to bring back to Rome the most important Christian relics from Palestine, actually Israel, such as pieces of the two crosses and other items that belong to Jesus. And you see there's a Saint Veronica. Who's Saint Veronica? The one who gave Jesus Christ a veil to wipe his face when he was carrying the heavy load of his cross. The cornerstone relic is said to be the veil with Jesus' face imprinted on it. And that's Saint Andrew holding its X-shaped cross of his martyrdom. The relic is the saint's head, skull, kept inside of a golden box of gold. Imagine Rome, as I've said right at the beginning, as we met, Rome, some feet below us, 40, 50 feet below us, there's a huge ancient Roman cemeteries with burials dating back to the 2nd century BC. Rome is like a cake made of layers, huh? If it pleases you, later, I don't know, I can promise that we could reach the sacred grottos below the popes are buried, okay? And you'll see also the 4th century, the columns of the former basilica, which was built a few feet below us. That chair, that tool actually encases a wooden ivory chair said to be Peter's pontifical chair, but actually, as far as we know, it was a gift given to the 17th century pope by dated back to the 9th century. That's one of Bernini's last works, huh? He worked for 12 popes, huh? Have a look at that funerary monument to Pope Alexander VII. Was the one who commissioned St. Peter's Square to Bernini. Yes, he designed it when he was already in his 80s. It's a typical 17th century masterpiece. We refer to that specific time as the Baroque time.
That's all marble, right?
No. The one up above, the Pope himself, was carved in marble. But this is red diaspora. It's a different stone. Much harder than
Marble?
The marble, yeah, by far much harder. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So guys, I'm standing on the center of this Basilica, St. Peter. Okay, I'm in the center. That's what I'm standing.
You forgot to. Did you ask me? It's just a cover pen.
Wow, I'm really on the center. Wow. Okay guys, nice. Everyone, you should go this place, everyone. Number 1, the biggest church in the world. Alright, here at St. Peter's Square. Okay everyone, that's it for the Vatican Church here. Okay everyone, I love this video by saying thank you everyone for viewing my channel here. Okay, see you in my next video.